It never ceases to amaze me how many opportunities in a single day that God provides for us to go and bear fruits that will last. Take last Friday afternoon, for example. I was walking down Euclid Avenue, a very hot, sticky, dusty afternoon. I was in a hurry trying to get to my next appointment, and I saw there at the corner of Public Square and Euclid by the Old May Company a friend of mine, friend of many people here, Reverend Tim Leslie, who works over at the Soldiers and Sailors Monument, Reverend Tim, who pastors a congregation on the Near East Side of Cleveland. And Tim is talking to a man, a person who appears to be homeless. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe I need to go say hi to Tim, maybe tag him out. You know, when you're a pastor and you spend a lot of time on the streets, those with great need get to know who you are really quickly. And I thought maybe this man was working Reverend Tim. As I got closer, I realized Reverend Tim was working him. Trying to bring the gospel to him, trying to bring the hope of Jesus Christ to this man, that maybe this man's life might turn around. And I got up close. I said, "Hey, Reverend Tim, how you doing, brother?" And he says, "Hey, Pastor Mark, it's great to see you. God bless you, my friend," and a hug and a hello. And as soon as that man who appeared to be homeless looked at me and he heard the name Pastor, you could see the exclamation mark over it, little light bulb go off over his head. He got an idea. Maybe I can work this guy. He looks me up and down and he says, "Pastor, eh?" He said, "Can I have $10? I said, "No, you can't have $10. He said, "How about some ice water?" Now, it was hot and it was dusty, and that man's lips did look parched, but I said, "I don't have any ice water with me today." He looked me up and down one more time and realized he was going to have better luck with Reverend Tim than with me. So he turned away from me and then started talking to Reverend Tim again. And so I gave them both a God bless you. God bless you, Tim. God bless you, friend. God bless this day. And I hurried on my way to my next busy appointment. But there, as I approached Public Square, amidst the cacophony of sounds, the construction in our big 11-acre Cleveland Big Dig out here on Public Square, the roar of the health line and buses and the foot traffic crowding its way down Euclid Avenue, amidst all that I heard one small, still, and very familiar voice. A voice that I imagine every one of us in this room has heard before. And that voice said to me, "Mark, Mark, Mark, go and bear fruits that last." And I said, "Oh, it's you again, isn't it, Lord?" I know, I said, "Jesus. When did I see you thirsty and not offer you something to drink?" "I'll take care of it, Lord. Thank you for reminding me." So I went into Jake's there at the corner of Ontario and Public Square, and I reached into the cooler, and I first reached for the Evian, but I realized that was more expensive than the no-name brand. And I didn't want to get Evian anyway because everyone knows it's spelled backwards, it's naive. So I went for the lesser brand, $1.59, a bottle of icy cold water. And I hoped that man might still be out there by the May Company talking to Reverend Tim so I could give him this bottle of icy cold water. And as I made my way back, there they were, still standing there. And as I approached, Reverend Tim saw me coming with the bottle of water. The homeless man saw me coming with the bottle of icy cold water. And Reverend Tim says to the man, "You see, that's how God works." And I handed that man that bottle of icy cold water, and I smiled and said, "Ask and you shall receive." And the man looked at me and said, "Really? Can I have $10? I kid you not. "Go and bear fruits that will last," said Jesus. "Go and bear fruits that are rooted in a heart filled with love and a life filled with faith. Go and bear fruits that are rooted in my love for you and your love for me. Go and bear fruits that are rooted in the joy of God becoming complete in your lives. I'm not sure I actually created a fruit that would last by giving him some water. Not in him, anyway. You see, when it came down to it, I believe the real blessing was mine. I remembered who I was. I was a child of God, a brother of Jesus Christ. I was never as humane and as human on Friday as the day I shared a bottle of icy cold water with a homeless man standing by the Old May Company. Friends, that's the call, the imperative. Go and bear fruits that will last. The miracle we discover is that when we do, when we bear these fruits through simple and selfless acts of very great love and mercy, we discover it's us. It's us that gets the blessing in the end.